Hey everybody, you know how much I love dogs, right? Well, today's all about a breed that's basically a stand-up comedian in a fur coat. The Siberian Husky. These pups are known for their stunning looks. Those piercing eyes could melt glaciers. But trust me, there's way more to Huskies than just a pretty face. We're talking personality. And lots of it. They're like that friend who walks into a room and instantly becomes the life of the party. You know the one. So buckle up, buttercups, because we're diving into the wild, wonderful, and often hilarious world of Siberian Huskies. Now, these aren't your typical pampered pooches. Siberian Huskies are a breed apart, literally built for adventure, endurance, and survival in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. While most dogs are content with a cozy bed and a treat or two, Huskies have a legacy that's as wild and untamed as the Arctic winds themselves. Huskies have a history as cool as their Arctic homeland. Their story begins in the vast, frozen landscapes of Siberia, where temperatures can plummet to bone-chilling lows, and survival depends on teamwork, strength, and resilience. Imagine this, Siberia, hundreds of years ago. It's freezing, right? The land is blanketed in snow for most of the year, and the only way to get around is by sled. Life was tough, and only the hardiest could thrive. The Chukchi people, an indigenous group native to this icy region, needed help to survive. So they carefully bred these tough, strong dogs to pull heavy sleds across endless miles of snow and ice. But Huskies weren't just working animals. They were family. At night, they'd snuggle up with their humans, sharing warmth and comfort in the bitter cold. Basically, Huskies were the original hot water bottles. Their thick double coats and friendly nature made them perfect companions for both work and warmth. Imagine falling asleep with a pack of fluffy Huskies curled up beside you, keeping the Arctic chill at bay. Fast forward to the 20th century, and these incredible dogs made history again. They became famous for their role in the legendary Iditarod, a grueling sled race across the wilds of Alaska. Covering nearly 1,000 miles of treacherous terrain, Huskies raced through blizzards and over frozen rivers, proving their strength, intelligence, and unbreakable spirit. For them, it was just another day at the office. No big deal. But don't worry, these days, most Huskies have traded in those sleds for sofas. They've adapted to modern life, enjoying the comforts of home while still keeping that spark of adventure alive in their eyes. Just don't tell them that. They still act like they're in charge of the pack, whether it's leading a sled team or simply claiming the comfiest spot on the couch. With their bold personalities and rich history, Huskies are truly legends on four paws. Okay, so what makes these dogs tick? Well, picture this, a four-legged comedian with the energy of a toddler who just had a triple espresso. That's a Husky in a nutshell. They're playful, always up for a game of fetch, even if it means digging up your prize-winning petunias to get the ball. Oops! And smart? Don't let those puppy dog eyes fool you. Huskies are clever. But like that friend who aces tests without studying, they'd rather use their smarts to get out of chores than actually do them. These eyes? Oh, I'm just thinking about how to steal your sandwich. Let's talk about stubbornness. Huskies have it down to an art form. You say stay, they hear take a scenic route through the neighbor's yard. And speaking of voices, have you ever heard a Husky talk? It's less barking, more like a symphony of howls, yodels, and maybe a little opera thrown in for good measure. Living with a Husky is an adventure, no doubt. They're escape artists extraordinaire. Fences? Meh, just a suggestion. Leashes? More like guidelines, really. But hey, who needs a predictable life anyway? So you're thinking about inviting one of these furry comedians into your life? Well, get ready for an adventure. Huskies are not your average dog. They're a whirlwind of energy, personality, and, let's be honest, a little bit of mischief. If you're looking for a loyal companion who will keep you on your toes and make you laugh every single day, you're in the right place. Great! Just a few things to keep in mind before you bring home your new best friend. Huskies are incredibly smart, but they're also independent thinkers. That means they'll test boundaries and sometimes your patience. But don't worry, with the right approach, you'll both thrive. First off, Huskies plus boredom equals disaster. Seriously, if you leave them alone with nothing to do, you might come home to chewed furniture, a backyard that looks like a construction site, or a living room that's been redecorated Husky style. They're creative, and if you don't give them a job, they'll invent one. Maybe even a solo performance of Phantom of the Opera, using your socks as props. Huskies are notorious for their love of stealing socks, shoes, and anything else they can get their paws on. It's all in good fun for them. but it's a reminder that exercise and mental stimulation are absolutely key. These pups need to run, play, and burn off that Siberian energy. A quick walk around the block won't cut it. Think long runs, games of fetch, and plenty of time to explore. If you have a fenced yard, that's a bonus. But be warned, Huskies are escape artists, so make sure it's secure. Think daily walks, hikes, and adventures that challenge both their body and mind. Huskies love to be outdoors, and they thrive when they're part of your active lifestyle. Whether it's a jog through the park or a hike in the woods, your husky will be right by your side, tail wagging and ready for more. Maybe even a dog sport or two. Agility, canicross, or even just a good old-fashioned game of frisbee can help channel their energy in positive ways. These activities not only keep them fit, but also strengthen your bond and give them a sense of purpose. And let's not forget training. Remember that stubborn streak? Yeah, you'll need patience, consistency, and a sense of humor. Training a husky can be a challenge, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Start early, keep sessions short and fun, and always end on a positive note. And a whole lot of treats. Positive reinforcement is your best friend here. Huskies respond well to rewards, praise, and of course, tasty snacks. Don't be afraid to get creative with your training games and keep things interesting for your clever pup. But trust me, the bond you'll build is worth every single one. With time, patience, and lots of love, your husky will become not just a pet, but a true member of your family, one who brings joy, laughter, and a little bit of wildness into your everyday life. Now you might be thinking, Ellen, these dogs sound like a lot of work. And honestly, you're absolutely right. Huskies are not your average low-maintenance pet. They're not the type to just curl up quietly in a corner and nap the day away. Instead, they're bursting with energy, curiosity, and a mischievous streak that keeps you on your toes from the moment you wake up to the moment you finally convince them it's bedtime. And you wouldn't be wrong. Huskies have a reputation for being escape artists, for chewing on things they shouldn't, and for leaving a trail of fur and chaos wherever they go. If you've ever come home to find your favorite shoes mysteriously shredded, or your living room transformed into a winter wonderland of pillow stuffing, you know exactly what I mean. But here's the thing. Huskies might test your patience, challenge your sense of humor, and make you question why you ever bought nice things. They'll steal your socks, your snacks, and sometimes even your spot on the couch. But in the midst of all the chaos, they'll also steal your heart. Their antics are legendary, and their ability to make you laugh, even on the toughest days, is unmatched. But they'll also love you with every fiber of their being. There's something about the way a husky looks at you, with those bright, intelligent eyes, that makes you feel like the most important person in the world. They have an uncanny ability to sense your mood, and when you need comfort, they're right there, pressing their head into your lap or curling up beside you. They're loyal, goofy, and have a knack for knowing when you need a furry cuddle or a face wash from a tongue that's been who knows where. Their affection is boundless, and their loyalty is unwavering. Even after a day of mischief, they'll look at you with such pure love that you can't help but forgive them, no matter what trouble they've caused. They're the friend who shows up with pizza and a movie when you're down, the one who never judges you for staying in your pajamas all day, and who's always up for a cozy night in. They'll sit by your side, sharing snacks and watching your favorite shows, content just to be near you. They're the one who makes you laugh until you cry, who turns even the most ordinary moments into memories you'll cherish forever. Whether they're zooming around the house or just making silly faces, Huskies have a way of bringing joy and laughter into your life every single day. And most importantly, they're the one who reminds you that life's too short to be serious all the time. With a husky by your side, you learn to embrace the mess, laugh at the chaos, and find happiness in the little things. Because at the end of the day, it's their wild spirit and boundless love that truly holds our hearts. So there you have it, the Siberian Husky, the ultimate personality pack. They're a unique blend of beauty, brains, and a whole lot of sass. They're not for everyone, that's for sure. But for those who open their hearts and homes to these incredible dogs, well, let's just say life will never be boring again. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two about living life to the fullest, one howl at a time. That's all from me, folks. Keep on laughing, keep on loving, and if you see a husky out there, give him a scratch from me, would ya?